And the energy shambles, I tell you, they're going from bad to worse tomorrow. I wouldn't expect to see agreement from the National Cabinet. Queensland does not want a coal price cap imposed if that limits its budget windfall from sky-high coal prices, plus the extra coal taxes it imposed earlier in the year. In any event, it's far from clear what real help consumers are going to get from this panicked federal government move. Sure, high coal and gas prices are driving up power bills, but this isn't an aberration caused by Putin's war in Ukraine. This is the consequence of the emissions obsession, which has made us more and more dependent on unreliable renewable power, and which has made the development of new coal and gas resources harder and harder. Even though the reality is that our power system is still completely dependent on coal and gas power when the wind doesn't blow and the sun doesn't shine. What's more, the federal government doesn't seem to realise that nearly all the coal used here is supplied on long-term contracts at below the proposed $125 a tonne cap. So apart from perhaps spooking further investment and damaging Australia's reputation as a place to do business, what practical difference would this price cap make to people's power bills? Well, little to none. But we're already seeing it play into investment with the announcement today that the world's largest coal miner, Glencore, has pulled out of a $1.5 billion Valerial coal mine project in central Queensland, citing global issues like net zero, sure, but domestic ones as well, like Queensland's new coal tax and the federal government's recent IR changes. Now, it's all a mess, but what's clear is this. The coal that the Queensland Labor government wants to see left in the ground is massively propping up their budget, a budget that's only back in the black because of the $3 billion hike in royalty revenues. Plus, the same coal that the Green left wants to see eliminated is needed, as even the Queensland Treasurer admits, for keeping the lights on in Sydney and Melbourne. So if we need coal to keep the lights on, and we do, why make coal resources even harder to develop with this domestic price cap when it'll make next to no difference to the prices we pay as consumers? We'll see what sort of band-aid gets put on tomorrow, but it's like trying to bandage up an amputation. If we think we're going to junk coal and gas, put them out of business without a viable energy alternative.